They've never done anything quite like this. They've never developed, designed, and manufactured the hardware. They've always tried to influence their partners. You know, even the very first Google phone was built by HTC, and we all knew that, and there was no secret about it. Nobody is talking about a partner building this thing. Google wanted control because they never got things exactly right. You know, the fact that it's only coming out, the Pixel's only coming out on Verizon is telling, because I guarantee you when you get the Pixel phone, it won't have any of that Verizon bloatware, because going back to the days of Apple, they had to squeeze AT&T until they understood this is the way you're going to make our phone. So this is a very Apple play from Google.
All right. Bob, what do you think of all of this? And given the track record that Google has had with hardware, and I think of the Google Glass that Lance wore a couple of years ago and brought on the set here.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes. What do you make of today's introductions, Bob?
Well, as far as the financials, it really has no impact, right? You're talking about over $80 billion of revenue, and we estimate hardware for them is around $1 billion or so, $1.5 billion. So no real impact on the financials. However, why are they doing this? We think there's two reasons. One is the point of control. So if you go back to the PC era, the PC creators, HP, Dell, etc., they controlled who got pre-installed, who was default search engines, etc. As we went mobile, Apple, Samsung, the others, they all controlled those points of control. We think Google wants a seat at that table to not be marginalized, or at least be able to participate in it. And the other part, too, is the data. So they can use the data for what they call AI. And being omni-device available, they can now use that data to fine-tune you even better for better, higher advertising, targeting, and ROI. So it drives their core business. And we think those are the main reasons.
I get all the why, Bob. But, you know, the earnings report comes out every quarter. We're always talking about the self-driving car and all the spaghetti they're throwing at the wall against all these things. And then you see the numbers, and like, oh, yeah, Google search. They make money from search. Is this enough to change the revenue stream for them, and does it make it more of a buy, less of a buy?
Yeah, we don't think it's hugely incremental as far as an impact to the top line. As I mentioned, about 1% or so sort of impact so far. However, where they can monetize it, though, is that improving of the ROI and the more and more ad dollars they can get because of that.
You know, I just wanted to say that if you think about, in the whole presentation, Google made one mistake. They mentioned AI and machine learning up front, which sort of consumers, their eyes closed, they don't care. But what they're really focusing on, and what's really important about this, is Google Assistant. You notice how they didn't talk so much about Google Search. They talked about Google Assistant being the thread that ties it all together, which is backed by the power of Google Search, machine learning, AI, and this is a consistent thread that will go across, obviously, the Pixel phone, Google Home, bleed into Chromecast, and every hardware product that Google brings to the fore from this point forward will be about Google Assistant.
Understood, but you know, so much is made of the Apple ecosystem, right? What they're trying to do here, I guess, is, you know, you mentioned all the apps and software that you download from Google, but now the hardware is trying to complete that ecosystem. Lance, do you think that people will want to buy the hardware just because they use the software and the apps that Google makes?
It is a tremendous risk, and I just don't know, because in order to get people to buy this hardware, they have to see something truly compelling. The Pixel phone and the Pixel XL are good-looking devices. I don't know if they're lust-worthy, but in addition to the Google services, they put something a little extra in there. Free storage for all your photos and video at full resolution. That actually is very important to people. But it is such a big question mark. There's so much competition. I don't know if Google can beat Apple.
Hey CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you're going to find videos packed with all of the information that you need to be smarter about your finances. You can subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me or the eye right here to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.